So these are server rack batteries. 2 of these bad boys. They are 48 volt. They are 100 amp hour. Okay, cool.
And do you know off the top of your head how much they were?
They were, I believe, $12.99 a piece. So we get everything from Signature Solar. They had some of the best prices. We got them right before the end of July. So we got 2 EG4 LL4S, I believe they are. They have fire suppression built in. So if for any reason they overheat, or
God forbid,
they self-suppress. 100 amp hours. You need 2 of them to run the inverter. The inverter is an EG4 6000 XP, but it'll be more than enough to get us where we need to be for the well pump and for like just a little electricity and stuff like that for now. So. This is the inverter. So it is an EG4 6000 XP. It is 6,000 watts of solar.
Ooh, I gotta get a picture of that.
So this is nice because the benefit of this one is it's got all the breakers built in. So you don't need to add breakers. So breaker for the batteries. So when you have your batteries hooked up, you can shut the breaker off to it to be able to service it. It has your load out. It actually has a grid connection, which we're not going to have. It also has a generated connection, which we're not going to use as well.
But if we needed it, at least we know we could connect to it.
Yep. Has all your breakers built in. More than enough power. Also has a shut off on the side for your solar. So you can shut it. So you can isolate this and make it so that even though it's still connected, you're not going to get power from the solar. You're not going to get power from the batteries. And you can work on it without getting electrocuted. Wi-Fi module. So you can connect up to Wi-Fi. Because we don't have Wi-Fi on the land yet, we sprung and got the cellular option. So it's like $300. It replaces this module. It comes with a SIM card. It gives you, I believe, 2 years of free service, so that you can connect to it remotely without just using a cell signal, which is nice. And then eventually we'll move it back over to Wi-Fi. Instructions.
We've hit our...
Oh, it's damaged.
Oh, no.
I don't know how bad, though. So...
Ugh.
It may be... That's just the back of it. So it may be okay.
We have a casualty.
Oh, there it is. Okay. It turns.
Alright, so you got it open, at least?
Yeah, I think it's just the back. So I think it's okay.
Won't the battery still hit it, though?
No, they don't go that far back.
Okay, so crisis averted. Lou was able to just kind of manually force that little bend in back out. So we're good to go. And it's all fixed. It's pretty.
Real quick, we decided to get a battery rack. Even though we have 2 batteries, I went with service style batteries just because we're going to expand. This rack holds 6 batteries. It locks once I figure out how to open it. And the way that it's set up is your batteries slide in. It's like a computer server. They slide in. There's 6 spots. And then what's really nice, there's a bus bar on either side.
What's a bus bar?
So a bus bar is where you make all your connections. So instead of connecting each battery back to the inverter, you connect everything to the bus bar as a positive and a negative, and then your bus bar gets connected to your inverter. So it makes it real easy. You need to pull a battery, you don't have to get behind it. You disconnect from the bus bar, you pull it out, and you're done. So it's very heavy duty, it's lockable.
We like it.
Yeah. It's also groundable. So you can go ahead and we'll get it grounded, and so yeah. So sweet. That is pretty much it, and it's on wheels, so which is nice. So we can just roll it around because we don't have much room left in the garage. Yeah. Someone bought gargoyles.
Listen, my husband loves gargoyles.
Please comment for Halloween content.
There will be Halloween content this year. I promise. I vowed it would happen. And I mean, look how cool these things are. Look at them. And we got 2 of them. So.
Hey, people.
Hey, people.
So we want to do a quick little breakdown of the cost for what we have for the beginning. Again, beginning solar. So the idea of this is the minimum requirements that we need to run the inverter. You have to buy at least 10 panels, so we're not going to use all 10 in the beginning. And the whole idea of it is this system will be enough to run our well pump, give us a little bit of power. Everything was bought from Signature Solar. They have different brands, but EG4, the research that I did, seemed to be a really good brand. They had good warranty, had really, really good reviews.
And we'll be sure to put the link in the description.
So again, Signature Solar, bought them July 30th, 31st. They were saying that EG4 prices were gonna go up. Just wanted to get them, knowing we're not gonna be ready for them for at least a month, maybe even 2, because we got stuff going on and still need to finish the shed.
What stuff do we got going on?
What stuff?
The only thing going on right now is Pahrump. That's what's going on. I digress.
Okay, so quick little breakdown. So the 6000 XP off-grid inverter can handle 8,000 watts of PV input. It's a 6,000 watt output, and it's a split phase, meaning that I can do 120 and 240 volt in a single inverter. And so we need that. The well is a 240 volt. So a lot of times when you buy inverters, you'd have to buy 2. Each one would be a 120 leg. This way, it all does it all in one. And you can daisy chain up to, I think, 16 of them, $1,500. The batteries, we needed 2 because the batteries, you need 2 batteries to run that inverter. They were $12.99 a piece. Again, they're a 48 volt, 100 amp hour battery, 10-year warranty, and they're a server rack battery where they go into the rack. The rack itself was $549, pre-assembled. All we had to do was put the wheels on it.
Which was nice.
Not to have to assemble anything. We added the cellular module, and I was wrong. It was $199 for the cellular module. I think I might have said $249 or something like that. So $199 for that. The solar panels themselves. So there's a guy on YouTube. I think it's Prowse. He's actually local here in Vegas. He does a lot of testing with solar. Look at a lot of his videos just to understand a little bit better about systems and stuff like that. He's like swapping out stuff in his house for different stuff. So it's really cool. He was one of the guys at the XP, the 6000 XP, where he did a lot of testing with it. I'm like, I think that's going to work really well for us.
So I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the description.
You're saying the Aptos are some new panels that are on the market. It's a bifacial, which means that it takes main power from the front, but it'll produce power from the back. So as the sun is traveling, as it reflects off the ground, so we have pretty much sand. So there'll be a little bit of reflection off the ground. You get an extra 100 watts off of that. So they're 400 watt bifacial, up to 500 watts in total, $152 a piece. And we had to get 10 of those. They send a couple communication cables for free. And the best part is shipping was free. So yeah, so you shouldn't even know.
I didn't know.
So shipping was free. When you spend over $3,000 with them, they do ship for free. It was also a $50 off coupon code. It's 50OFFCART, 50 off cart.
I will also put that in the description below.
So
what was our grand total
so
for everything?
Grand total for everything was $68.43.86. Again, large chunk for tax.
Yeah.
So that'll get us started. When we got the delivery today, you saw the pallets. They were like packed really, really well. So yes, there was a little bit of damage to the back of the battery cabinet, but it was nothing. I was just able to unbolt it and just pull it very easily and fix that. But it was packed really well. Everything was strapped down really well. The solar panels were strapped, so all the 10 solar panels were strapped together, but then they were also strapped to the pallet. Obviously, we'll need to break them down when we transport them. But again, Signature Solar did a fantastic job. Everything was packed really, really well, really secure. The trucking company, tractor trailer came in.
Fantastic.
Yeah, guy was super nice, brought everything right into the garage for us.
No complaints.
So yeah, I mean, definitely We'll definitely continue to work with them.
Yep.
My thought is we're not going to do a permanent mount on the panels for right now. We'll probably take 5 panels. We'll put them on the ground. I'll build a base for them just out of wood. Secure it to the ground. Put them on there. Will give us the solar that we need for now just to keep the batteries up to charge. And then eventually we're going to build our array where we'll have many, many more.
And everything,
panels.
of course, will be well secured so that nothing walks away.
We are used to Vegas life where everything is locked and chained down. So once that's hooked up, the goal is get the shed finished.
Yes.
Get the roof on it.
Yes.
I'm not so much worried about getting the trim on it because we can always do that after. But get the roof on it. Get that all sealed up. Get the door on so it can lock. We have to put cement board behind the inverter, because you can't use anything flammable behind it.
I didn't know any of this.
So we got to do that. So we'll put that up, and then I want to put a bed liner coating on the floor, like a rubberized coating. So probably Harbor Freight. They sell a gallon of it. I did it in a trailer a bunch of years ago. Works great. And then we'll start moving the solar in, get that set up, and then we can get our well pump, and then kind of go from there. And I have to get a panel. All the breakers, all the connections, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll do a breakdown of what all those parts cost. We'll probably do it at the end because I'm sure I'll forget stuff and have to run back to Home Depot 5 or 6 times.
It is overwhelming, I think, to think about all the components and all the things we needed, but Lou did a lot of really good, smart research. So hopefully your research will help their research.
Yeah. That's our disclaimer.
Our disclaimer is we are not professionals. We are figuring this out.
Oh, we're not professionals at all.
We are figuring this out on our own as we go. Just keep in mind, always do your own research. Make sure you're comfortable with what it is you're doing, because we're just kind of finding our way too. So once again, thank you for tuning in. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Thank you to everybody that's been liking, commenting, sharing. We really, really appreciate it.
Yeah, and if you guys have questions, throw a comment in there. Rachel's usually right on top of replying to people. And if it's something more technical she's not sure about, she's like, hey, go answer that question.
Yep.
So I'll go jump in there and try to answer questions on the research that I did, or any information about the products we bought or anything like that. So
yeah, what he said. So again, thanks for watching. And as we always say,
keep organizing your garage.
And keep wandering.
Bye.
Bye.
What are you doing? Your point? She's pointing at me. She's like, look at the camera.
No.
Look at the camera.
No. No, that's not true. The screen was going dark, and I had so I could see the talent while I filmed him.
Hi.
Do me a favor. Can you just hold your hand up right here?
This is Rachel's head. Hi. My name is Rachel.
We're crammed into the cram hole.
Cram it in your cram hole, LaFleur.
But we actually have a lot of room around us.